Man, nothing is worse than dropping half a paycheck on a putter just because of brand hype, only to step onto the first green and immediately miss a 3-footer for par. It hurts your wallet and it absolutely wrecks your scorecard.
Welcome to this Golf Gear Showdown Explainer. We have got an absolute heavyweight matchup today. We are putting the Ping Vault versus the Scotty Cameron Select. Two premium flat sticks going head-to-head.
This is where we put golf gear to the real test. I'm Jake, your resident 15 handicap who just wants to stop 3-putting.
And I'm Mike, bringing you the data, the specs, and the cold hard facts. We are cutting right through the noise today to find out which of these actually deserves a spot in your bag. Let's get right into it.
So we're looking at a true premium milled putter matchup today. These are two of the most sought-after names in the sport, hands down. Picture this scenario, because we have literally all been there. You're standing in the pro shop on a Saturday morning. You've got the Scotty Cameron sitting in one hand and the Ping Vault resting in the other. Your buddies are chirping at you, the TV commercials are screaming something else, and the pressure starts building. You are about to spend some serious cash, and you are terrified of making the wrong choice. Marketing noise makes this decision incredibly difficult for the average weekend golfer. Well, we are here to fix that.
Let's lay out the tale of the tape for this battle. We have 6 rounds ahead: forgiveness, feel and sound, roll and consistency, looks and confidence, price and value, and finally, the verdict.
Listen, pay close attention to round 3. That specific matchup is going to surprise a whole lot of people who think they already know how this ends.
And remember, our review relies heavily on design intent and common feedback from real weekend golfers. Nobody wants sterile robot testing here. We only care about what happens on real grass.
All right, round 1. Forgiveness, specifically missing the sweet spot. Let's dive into the specs behind Ping's TR face grooves. These grooves are explicitly engineered to normalize ball speed across the entire face. For most of us, striking the ball off the heel or toe usually costs you crucial distance, right? It leaves you woefully short of the cup. However, this TR technology compensates by making the grooves deeper in the center and shallower on the perimeter. That helps those nasty off-center hits still reach the hole. I hear your data, Mike, and it's super impressive on paper, but we need to talk about how Scotty blades actually behave on a mishit. Most golfers report the ball absolutely skidding or dying off the face when you miss the dead center of a Scotty blade. It is beautiful when you pure it, sure, but players get heavily punished for a bad stroke. Exactly. Ping saves you valuable strokes right there when you don't hit it perfectly. Mid-handicappers definitely need that extra margin for error. We aren't touring pros out here. Therefore, I am decisively naming the Ping Vault the round 1 winner.
But hold on a second. Which putter delivers the biggest psychological edge? Golf requires intense mental focus, especially on the greens. Putting relies entirely on your mindset. Without feeling something special at impact, making putts becomes so much harder. We're about to dive into the field discussion, and one of these flat sticks possesses a distinct advantage that might completely hijack your brain.
That brings us to round 2, feel and sound, the impact experience.
So Scotty Cameron earned its famous reputation for a very specific reason. Striking a golf ball pure with one of these delivers an incredibly soft, muted impact. It's just distinct. Golfers experience this buttery sensation that rapidly builds your confidence. When you hit it right, it simply feels expensive. It literally makes you want to keep practicing.
That sounds great for the ego, Jake, but my preference actually leans heavily toward the Ping Vault here. Ping delivers a crisp, firm, and highly responsive feel. When you're a 15 handicapper, you actually need that. Players receive precise feedback instantly. You know exactly where contact happened on the face, which helps you correct your stroke on the very next hole.
Yeah, keep your firm, clicky feedback, Mike. When I'm grinding over a 5-footer to save par, my hands want that plush, soft feel to quiet my nerves. For golfers seeking softer, premium feedback, Scotty Cameron is the official round 2 winner.
Let me ask you something else though. What reveals the harsh truth about your distance control? Everyone focuses on how a putter feels from 10 feet away, yet there remains a massive factor that most golfers completely overlook on the practice green. This hidden truth shows up when you stare down a 40-foot lag putt with water lurking behind the hole. Round 3 will expose exactly what that is. Welcome to round 3, roll and consistency in real-world strokes. Now we can really talk about what Ping's TR technology does. It does way more than just forgive short misses. Engineers designed this milled face to get the ball rolling quicker and truer from longer distances. Achieving faster forward roll, meaning getting the ball out of its skid phase sooner, directly improves your distance control on those massive lag putts.
Look, I won't argue the tech, but a perfectly struck Scotty Cameron tracks beautifully. Nobody denies its excellent roll. If you strike it dead center, it's like the ball is on train tracks to the cup.
Sure, assuming perfect contact every single time. But based on design intent, Ping offers significantly better consistency on imperfect strokes. Weekend golf rarely features flawless putting. Because it manages those real-world slightly mishit strikes so well, Ping confidently wins round 3.
Moving right along to round 4, looks and confidence, standing over the ball.
This is where the emotional side of golf totally takes over. Scotty Cameron Select models possess truly timeless aesthetics. Just look at the classic shaping. They feature an incredibly clean, uncluttered look at address. Those simple alignment lines, the sleek profile, man, it makes any player feel like a tour pro before they even take the putter back.
Mike, please don't ignore Ping's modern designs though. The Vault series offers some substantial mallet heads. Those wider shapes frame the golf ball exceptionally well and provide a visual anchor that high handicappers desperately need.
Visual stability is nice, Mike. However, they simply lack that classic high-end prestige. You just can't fake that milling aesthetic. I am officially naming Scotty the definitive winner for looks. But we'll call it a tie for overall confidence, since choosing a blade versus a mallet depends heavily on the individual player's eye.
This raises a serious question for our viewers. Is the premium price tag actually justified for a 15 handicap? Look, everyone wants cool, tour-level gear in their bag. We all want to show off a bit to our buddies, but does spending that extra cash on the more expensive option actually translate to fewer putts and better scores? Our next section breaks down the budget reality.
Round 5 tackles price and value. It's all about making the smart shopper move. Getting down to dollars and cents, Ping Vault putters generally sit at a much more accessible price point. When we talk about performance per dollar, the Ping is an absolute monster. Buyers get incredible forgiveness and top-tier milling without completely emptying their wallets. You are paying for engineering that actively helps your game.
True, but here is a smart shopper move regarding the other side. Scotty Cameron putters carry incredibly strong resale value. Players can game one for 3 years, take decent care of it, and still recover a huge percentage of their money on the used market. Plus, the prestige factor is undeniable when you pull off the head cover. Resale value is great if you actually plan to sell it, Jake, but we're grading on pure on-course value today. For delivering higher performance per dollar where it actually counts, right out there on the greens, Ping Vault wins round 5.
So, which of these putters matches your exact golfer profile? We have debated the specs, the feel, and the price pretty thoroughly. Let's break down exactly which of these belongs in your bag based on your unique game. Our rapid-fire golfer fit breakdown is coming up next.
Round 6 brings us to the final verdict, finding your best fit. It is time to translate all these debates into actionable buying advice.
Let's hit the matrix fast. Beginners and slicers, you are going straight into the Ping column. Why? Because your stroke isn't grooved yet, and you need that massive margin for error. High and mid-handicappers, you also get assigned Ping for the exact same reason. Distance seekers and budget buyers, Ping is your absolute tool of choice.
Now for the other side. Low handicappers go directly to Scotty Cameron. If you possess a fast swing, a highly consistent stroke, and you find the center of the face 9 times out of 10, the Scotty fits you perfectly.
Listen up, because choosing based on brand name or looks will ruin your scorecard. This is the biggest buying mistake out there. Common feedback suggests that countless players sacrifice much-needed forgiveness just to own the hyped brand. I almost did that myself last season. I had the expensive blade sitting right there in my cart, the head cover looked amazing, and my ego was practically begging me to buy it. But I took a step back and realized my stroke desperately needed forgiveness. Buying for your ego instead of your handicap will cost you 3 strokes a round, guaranteed.
Let's rattle off the fast, honest pros and cons. There is zero brand protection happening on this show. We call it exactly like we see it. Ping provides massive forgiveness and incredible consistency, but its firmer, more responsive feel definitely bothers some players who want a plush impact.
On the flip side, Scotty Cameron offers that incredibly soft feel alongside high resale value and pure prestige. Conversely, it will absolutely highlight your stroke flaws on every single miss. If your path is wobbly, the Scotty won't save you.
Time for our final categorical winners. Ping dominates for overall performance, maximum forgiveness, and best on-course value. The Scotty Cameron takes the crown for pure feel, classic looks, and buyers who have absolutely no budget limit.
Are you brave enough to admit your stroke needs help? Trust your stroke, not the brand hype. Skip the Scotty if your contact still needs help. And definitely avoid the Ping if you demand a soft insert sensation.
So, what is your handicap, and what putter is currently hiding in your bag? Drop your specs down in the comments below. We really want to know what you're gaming.
And hit that subscribe button while you're down there. Join us next time for our next explainer when we pit the tailor-made spider directly against the